抽選配給に挑戦ですね。それでは抽選開始です。規定ポイントへの物資投下をお願いします。物資投下開始。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行って出ました。物資特盛りです。抽選配給に挑戦ですね。それでは抽選開始です。規定ポイントへの物資投下をお願いします。物資投下開始。
Yeah, I'm here.
さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみまさあどんどん行ってみましょう。
EA was pretty fun because it was right next door to my college that I went to in Santa Monica, California. Uh, it was mainly a studio. It wasn't really a game. What do you call? It wasn't a computer lab, I should say. They basically did all the acting and stuff at the studio. And then we just edited the characters there, and then we just sent it to another studio in LA, and then they did all the patch up stuff. But I did some background art when they needed like emergency touch ups and stuff like that. It was interesting. It was one of those experience that you can say, "Oh, you got to do that." So,
さあ
and
どん
then
どん行ってみましょう
what's his name? Oh, fuck. Fucking I forgot who's the head for Battlefield right now. Or not not right now, but the guy before. Fuck. And then the guy who was the head director for Battlefield before, the current one, he was kind of an asshole. I've heard the current one's an asshole as well. Star Wars Battlefront, I actually met a couple people on that project. And when they ended that project, a lot of people got laid off, and yeah, at that time I was already leaving the school, so
さあどんどん行ってみましょうさあどんどん行ってみさあどんどん行ってみさあどんどん行ってみましょうさあどんどん行ってみましょう
Rockstar games, they're very, I should say secretive, but like
キャンペーン出ました物資特盛りで
you can't really tell what they're up to. Like they do a lot of shit behind the scenes, and they have I know that they have like a what's that, non-disclosure agreement or whatever for a lot of their games.
抽選
So
配給
if
に
you
挑戦
say
ですね
something about the
そ
game
れでは抽選開始
when you're not supposed to, you can get fired from them.
規定ポイントへの物資投下をお願いします
One person who's actually
物
I
資投
know
下開始
works for the new GTA that's coming out, and he told me it's not coming out the days they've been saying. That game, he told me that game is pretty much hell right now.
さあどんどん行ってみまさあ
What they're
どん
showing
どん
you
行ってみましょう
is he's told me that what they're showing you on like the
さあ
previews
どん
and
どん
stuff
行ってみましょう
is
さあ
only
どんどん行っ
cutscenes.
てみましょうさあ
I'm
どん
like,
どん行ってみましょうさあ
there's
どんどん行ってみ
there
ま
hasn't
しょう
been gameplay, actual gameplay that's out for that game, and they're saying it's almost done.
さ
If
あ
it's
どんどん行っ
almost
てみ
done,
まし
there
ょ
should be gameplay already out.
うなんとキャン出ました物資特盛りです
Yeah, but
抽選配給に
doing
挑戦で
that
すね
has a lot of people like saying, "Oh yeah, this game's not coming out," and they stop looking for gameplay,
それでは抽
and
選開始です
it ends up them losing people purchasing the game because they're behind.
物資投下
So
開
if
始
you want opening day like records, let's just say Modern Warfare 2. That one made what, 3 million in 2 weeks, or I should say, no, it's not 2 weeks. I think it was around like 4 to 5 days since release. They made 3 million in 5 days. That's insane.
さあどんどん行ってみましょう。なんだか
If
いいのが来そうな予感。
GTA is gonna do something like that, they need to release gameplay and show that the game's actually
やっ
in
たね。
working order
さあどん
and
どん行ってみましょ
no
う。
glitches. Of course, they're gonna try to hide glitches, but people are gonna release the videos that show the glitches.
さあどんどん行ってみましょう。
So
さあどんどん行ってみましょう。
yeah, they really need to start showing what they're doing.
さあどんどん行ってみましょう。
Red Dead Redemption, they showed previews and gameplay, I think, 3 months before the game came out.
さあどんどん
I
行って
don't,
みましょう。
I can't really say, because if,
さあどんどん行ってみ
from
まし
what
ょ
my
う。
friend said, that the
さあ
game's
ど
in
んどん行って
development
みましょう。
hell, and they're
出ました。
like
物資
trying
特売で
to get their shit done
抽選配給に
as
挑戦
fast
で
as
すね。
they can.
それでは抽選開始です。
They have to do the touch-ups, the
指定ポイントへ
freaking
の物資投下を
UI
お願いします。
testing and everything like that. There's no
物資投下
word
開
about
始。
testing either. And they say it's coming out late this year, or hold on, let me look what the release day is. November 19th. Yeah, it's this year. It's this year. So if that's the case, they need to start testing by hold on. November 19th, right now is April, May, June, July, August. They need to start by they need to start by July. That's in what, 2 months? Yeah. Right now it's April, May, June, July. Yeah. If that game's actually gonna be released on November, they should start like hiring testers and stuff like that to test a game. And if they don't start by July, they're not making any fixes or the major fixes they need to.
さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみさあどんどん行ってみまさあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどん
Because
どん行ってみ
Konami,
ましょう。
all the testings actually started for their new games in May. Or no, March. They started in March. And they've been patching the games, and then they've been going back and redoing stuff and then patching them again, and then they've been testing it. Konami is probably the only game company that actually does worry about glitches and stuff like that. EA is probably the worst on the list. Bandai Namco, huh? Yeah, because if you look at all EA and actually EA and Activision or Call of Duty in general, the people working on that game, EA is probably along the same lines as them. Because even in Need for Speed or Call of Duty, I found so many glitches for that game within 3 days of playing both Call of Duty and like Need for Speed and stuff. So I don't know what their testers are doing. I think they're like just playing it casually and saying, "Oh yeah, it's fine." When hardcore gamers get into like the nitty-gritty and they find glitches and they exploit it, yeah. And then I think probably on my list CD Projekt that's working on the new Witcher series. Their their investment team is fucking retarded. One example, have you played Cyberpunk? Uh, ooh. Okay, so did you return the game after the return ability was available on PlayStation? Did you contact Sony to get your money back for Cyberpunk, or did you play it on a friend's console or something? Okay, so so you got the game, you didn't even play it during the time the whole glitching and stuff was going on. Okay, so after release, the game itself actually killed the PlayStation console. There were some people that the the PlayStation 5, when it was running, it actually caught on fire when Cyberpunk was playing. Graphically, there were it was beautiful. The game was beautiful. Um, the system side was a mess. Uh, so you can clip walls, you can do a ton of shit and there's visual glitches where when you kill a person, you blow off the head. The head turns into like a rubber band. So you see the head bouncing up and down, and then you blow up the car that this is happening to, and the car will start vibrating within the ground, and then your game gets blue screen. There were so many exploits on that game. I've actually used some of the exploits. One of them was immediately where you start the game, you go to excuse me. You go to a certain location and you go into the building, and then you climb on top of this table, and then you do um like a fake jump onto this ledge, and then you climb up the ledge up to the top of the building, and then you go walk across, and there's this area where there's the invisible bridge. You can just walk across that bridge and go to the final boss and kill him. Yeah, it's
さあ
one
どん
of
どん
the
行ってみ
stupid
ましょう
glitches that I've
さあ
seen.
どんどん行ってみましょうさあどんどん行ってみまさ
And
あ
then
どん
there's
ど
the
ん行って
money
みましょ
glitch that you can get for this one
う
painting.
なんと
You
キャンペーン
duplicate the
開催中です
painting over and over again at the drop off by glitching the UI. So the hood of the game, you enter the machine and then you immediately back out and you press a certain number of buttons and you activate your inventory, and it should glitch into the inventory, and then you leave the drop box, and then you put the item into the drop box. That the inventory and the Dropbox menu is still open when you leave the uh, Dropbox. You put the painting into the thing and then pull it back out into your inventory. You do this multiple times and it just increases in number. Yes, and the painting, the amount of money you get from it is 3,000 for that one painting. So if you have, like me, I did this the entire day, just multiplying or glitching the painting. I have over 45 million of them in my inventory across my, yes. So I duplicated 45 million of those paintings, times 3,000 to it. Okay, you want me to tell you the amount? Uh, yes. 155 billion. Yeah, so I duplicated 45. So in Cyberpunk, have you played it? Okay, so you're not even close to the point. But there's this one mission, you get this painting and it's worth 3,000. There's a glitch at the Dropbox. During the time when it was glitchy as fuck, you go to the Dropbox, you glitch the Dropbox so the Dropbox menu and your inventory menu is still on your screen. So it's a UI glitch. So you put that painting in and then you bring it back into your inventory and it duplicates one. And then there's a way of duplicating multiple by placing multiples in there, back into the Dropbox, and you pulling it out. That's after duplicating multiples of one into your inventory. Yeah, inventory, and then you just do that over and over again. And I got 45 million of those paintings, and I did this to like a week straight, just getting money because it's the end game. There is no way of making actual money in that game because you've done already everything. Yeah, exactly. And then the weapons you want there's one weapon that's overpowered, but that's like an end game weapon that you get doing the mission, and it's called the Sinosure submachine gun, and it fucks up everything that you shoot. It causes everyone's heads to blow up or short circuit and die because it's based on the black wall. But it's a hack gun, but it uses a bullet. So when you shoot the guy, it hacks the person that you're shooting, and it causes their brain or something to explode. And there's a chip that you get for doing that mission. It's a straight up sneak mission. Yeah, you have to do to get that gun. And at the end, you rescue your friend and give them to the government. Give her to the government, and you get that gun by going to the Chinese lady that gives you like the hacking tools and stuff. Because or it's a DLC. It's a DLC that you have to play, and then you get that gun through the DLC, and yeah, there's a lot, but yeah, I have 150 billion worth of that painting all around my fucking game. So like every apartment, I have like a drop box or a inventory box, and my car also has one. I put at least 50 million in each one. And then I carry like about uh like 20 billion or something in my pocket. And it doesn't have a weight either. It's weightless. Yeah. So the only thing that has weight is health, guns, clothing, and bullets. Yeah.
出ました。物資特盛りです。
So
お
what's
抽選配給に
so
挑戦ですね。
glitches wise,
それでは抽
I
選
think
開始です。
Rockstar is really like hates glitches. So
指定ポイントへの物資
example
投下をお願いします。
GTA,
物資投下開始。
they'll ban you for any glitches.
さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。
Namco Bandai
どんどん
isn't
行ってみ
really,
ましょう。
and they patch most of their
さ
glitches
あ
before the
どん
game
どん行
comes
ってみ
out.
ましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。
Probably the only one that they haven't really touched up was like Elder Scrolls and stuff.
さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。なんと出ました。物資特盛りです。お抽選配給に挑戦ですね。それでは抽選開始です。
I'm trying to get this mobile suit. Come on,
指定ポイントへの物資投下をお願
give
いし
me
ま
a
す。
good one.
物資投下開始。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。なんだかいい大当たりやったね。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。さあどんどん行ってみましょう。 私にも見える。あれはいいものよ。
Yeah, I got the mobile suit.
すごい超レアじゃないですか。なんとキャンペーン開催中です。 出ました、物資特盛りです。また来てね、約束だよ。出撃手続きします。出撃手配を行います。
Ooh, it is a 750. Nice. Okay. It's a support type.
それじゃあ始めよっか。さすがだね。
Ooh, these are wired. Okay.
戦いの主役はモビルスーツだから、まずは操縦をきちんとマスターしてね。いいね。モビルスーツには3つのカテゴリーがあるから、有利な相手と不利な相手を見極めるのが大事。自分の役割が明確になるしね。
This thing has long range.
そうそう、そんな感じ。火力のある支援型モビルスーツが味方の動きに合わせて常に位置を変えながら攻撃チャンスを増やした方がいいよ。地上でモビルスーツの足が壊れるとまともに移動ができなくなるから、脚部の損傷と負荷には常に気をつけてね。逆に敵の脚部はガンガン狙ってこう。特殊効果おしまいだよ。